this morning I awoke and I felt kind of shuffled, all over the map. And my body was quite activated. And I thought, this would be so wonderful to take with us in the meditation, because when our body is so activated, or for whatever reason, it's sometimes good to know the reason, but we don't always need to know the reason. And what I have found in my own life is just the highest practice, or the deepest practice, is to truly dare, in the midst of any kind of discomfort, to be able to relax back. So often that's a little easier said than done, right? We all want to be relaxed. We all want to be able to just be here and be all fine. And no matter what, we are fine. No matter what happens, we are fine. We're just kind of a little bleep in the universe passing through, right? Before we know it, poof, we're gone. What did happen those last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever age you are? Poof, gone. But also, in our daily lives, it doesn't always feel like that, like poof, gone. We wish some things are poof, gone, and we wish for other things to really settle and be truly, truly here. So when we wake up to our nature, or when we, as we say in Zen, sit as enlightenment, the moment we sit down, for most of us, what comes is not so much what we feel as we're sitting as enlightenment. We're mostly sitting as our conditioned self, right? Whatever is going on. And sometimes immediately, poof, we fall in. Unless you're a practitioner that has been sitting for a long time, that it's easier and easier just to sit and you drop in. I was pondering this morning how to just bring in this sense of really resting back in the quietude that we are. Because so easily when stuff comes up, we want to investigate in it, and there's nothing wrong in that. And often I say, let's not go there, let's go back. And a lot of people can think that's where we're bypassing. It's not necessarily bypassing. It's just another way of sitting as enlightenment, you could say. Because we can, especially the more we wake up, we also wake up more to everything, because the light shines simultaneously on everything. We tend to want to figure out all our psychology and our traumas. And yes, there's a place for that. And it's also important that we don't get too hooked in our traumas, too hooked in our psychology, too hooked in our, stories. And stories need to be told. So whatever I say, don't ever feel that you're wrong or bad when I say, don't be too much in your trauma, because sometimes trauma hooks us in. It's like a Velcro that, it's a vortex. You come in and it's hard to get out. And you can get out. It is possible. And the same with our psychology. We're so used to going to therapy, and yes, there's a place for therapy. I mean, I was trained as a therapist and a psychologist, so this is part of my life. And we can also be stuck a little bit too much in the psychology and figuring it out, because you will forever have psychology going on. And in my world, probably forever trauma going on to certain extents. Yeah, doesn't mean trauma cannot heal. It can, everything can heal. So how can we truly rest as our nature, as that true quietude, and rest back without really being with? Often when we sit in meditations, like, I'm with this, I'm with that, I'm with whatever. There's a place for that too. But today, I just want to really be busy with unhooking ourselves, truly daring to unhook, because it tends to be so challenging to unhook ourselves because we're so trained to be hooked to what's not okay mostly. We're not so hooked to pleasure, even though we want pleasure, and when we have it, we're mostly afraid it's gone. So here, whatever happens in our psychology, so this is the invitation for today, and I will guide, of course. Whatever happens today in your psychology, in your body, in your mind, in your emotional body, in your physical body, whatever happens there, today, we're just not gonna quite engage in that. Doesn't mean engagement is gonna happen, it will happen. It's not bad, it's not wrong. It's just today, we're making ourselves completely available to rest back as the quietude that we are.